Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. My name's Amy, and I'm an ordained minister, and we are in Bible study. We're in the NIV. In this video, we are in Numbers, chapter 18, and we are doing the whole chapter, because that's really just how we roll over here. 32 verses. The duties of the priests and the Levites. Now, they're going to be distinguishing here, I suspect, between the descendants of Aaron and the descendants of Moses, but also potentially the descendants of Miriam. The Lord said to Moses, the Lord said to Aaron, you, your sons, and your father's family are to bear the responsibility for the offenses against the sanctuary, and you and your sons alone are to bear the responsibility for the offenses against the priesthood. Bring your fellow Levites from your ancestral tribe to join you to assist you when you and your sons minister before the tent of the testimony. They are to be responsible to you and are to perform all the duties of the tent, but they must not go near the furnishings of the sanctuary or the altar, or both they and you will die. They are to join you and be responsible for the care of the tent of meeting and all the work at the tent, and no one else may come near where you are. So that really kind of means like no one else is allowed to have or do the burnt sacrifices on the altar, because they can't go in to that sanctuary and be anywhere near the fire. You are responsible for the care of the sanctuary and the altar, so that wrath will not fall on the Israelites again. I myself have selected your fellow Levites from among the Israelites as a gift to you, dedicated to the Lord to do the work at the tent of meeting. But only you and your sons may serve as priests in connection with everything at the altar and inside the curtain. I am giving you the service of the priesthood as a gift. Anyone who comes near the sanctuary must be put to death. Sorry about that. I got a little overheated. Need to take that shirt off. Offering for the priests and the Levites. Verse 8. Then the Lord said to Aaron, I myself have put you in charge of the offerings presented to me. All the holy offerings the Israelites give me, I give to you and your sons as your portion and regular share. You are to have the part of the most holy offerings that is kept from the fire. From all the gifts they bring me as most holy offerings, whether grain or sin or guilt offerings, that belongs to you and your sons, because they have to, eat. Eat it as something most holy. Every male shall eat it. You must regard it as holy. This also is yours. Whatever is set aside from the gifts of all the wave offerings of the Israelites, I give this to you and your sons and daughters as your regular share. Everyone in your household who is ceremonially clean may eat it. This is making me smile because I was just having a discussion about this exact kind of thing. About how that influences who they choose to spend time with, and who they choose as partners and everything else, because they need to stay in a state of ceremonially clean. And what this would mean, because it's a wave offering from the Lord, it means it's holy. This means that they and their children eat nothing but holy food. I give you all of the finest olive oil, all of the finest new wine and grain they give the Lord as the first fruits of their harvest. All the land's first fruits that they bring to the Lord will be yours. Everyone in your household who is ceremonially clean may eat it. So essentially, if you don't stay ceremonially clean, you don't have any food to eat. everything in Israel that is devoted, The Hebrew term refers to irrevocably giving over of things or persons to the Lord. Everything that is devoted to the Lord is yours. The first offerings of every womb, both man and animal, that is offered to the Lord is yours. But you must redeem every firstborn son and every firstborn male of unclean animals. When they are a month old, you must redeem them at the redemption price set at 5 shekels, that is about 2 ounces or 55 grams of silver, according to this sanctuary shekel, which weighs 20 gerahs. But you must not redeem the firstborn of an ox, a sheep, or a goat. They are holy. Sprinkle their blood on the altar and burn their fat as offerings made by fire, an aroma pleasing to the Lord. Their meat is to be yours, just as the breast of the wave offering and the right thigh are yours. Whatever is set aside from the holy offerings the Israelites present to the Lord, I give you and your sons and daughters as your regular share. It is an everlasting covenant of salt before the Lord for both you and your offspring. So, everlasting covenant. The Lord said to Aaron, you will have no inheritance in this land, nor will you have any share among them. I am your share and your inheritance among the Israelites. So they get these things, but they don't get any property. I give to the Levites all the tithes in Israel as their inheritance in return for the work they do while serving at the tent of meeting. From now on, the Israelites must not go near the tent of meeting, or they will bear the consequences of their sin and will die. It is the Levites who are to do the work at the tent of meeting and bear the responsibility for the fences against it. This is a lasting ordinance for generations to come. They will receive no inheritance among the Israelites. Instead, I give to the Levites as their inheritance the tithes that the Israelites present as offerings to the Lord. That is why I said concerning them, they will have no inheritance among the Israelites. All the rest of the tribes get land, so they can grow their own food. They can, raise their own, sheep, cattle, goat, whatever they're going to raise. They can make their own cities. They can fortify. They can do a bunch of stuff. And they do, indeed, go down that path. So they can make their own commerce, their own products. They could trade with each other. They could, have all that going on. But the Levites don't get their own land. So that means they have to live in everybody else's cities or in those outskirts towns or any of the rest of that. So they have to have some way of being able to provide for themselves and their families their goods. Because these are a people where be fruitful and multiply is the rule. Not in their land, there is no equality between piety and virginity. That's not what the Lord commanded them to do. So their priests are all, married with kids, and because they would have felt, commanded to do so. Okay, so it's a different type of thing, but they still have to be able to procure what they need for their families. The Lord said to Moses, so it's verse 25. The Lord said to Moses, speak to the Levites and say to them, when you receive from the Israelites the tithe I give you as your inheritance, you must present a tenth of that tithe as the Lord's offering. Your offering will be reckoned to you as grain from the threshing floor or juice from the winepress. In this way, you will present an offering to the Lord from all the tithes you receive from the Israelites. So this way they are still putting money back in the temple coffers in order to supply what the temple needs. From these tithes, you must give the Lord's portion to Aaron the priest. You must give as the Lord's portion the best and holiest parts of everything given to you. He's the high priest. Say to the Levites, when you present the best part, it will be reckoned to you as a product of the threshing floor or the winepress. You and your households may eat the rest of it anywhere. It is your wages for your work at the tent of meeting. By presenting the best part of it, you will not be guilty in this manner. Then you will not defy the holy offerings of the Israelites, and you will not die. So present it. Don't try to hide it, because you're going to get to take it home anyway. So don't be dumb. I feel like God says that to humans a lot. Can you please just, don't be dumb. Please just, I can see you. So don't pretend. So until the next video, friends.